What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy, Big Metro Fan 9, coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, which was released on the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch, and PC by Square Enix. And this game is a high definition remastered version of Final Fantasy XII, which was released on the PlayStation 2 back in 2006. Now, essentially, the plot of the game is that Vaughn is on a mission to save his homeland. The masker, I know I'm kind of butchering it and everything, but he's on a mission to save his homeland from an imminent war and everything. And essentially, you first play as him, but you can essentially get other playable characters to join them in the quest, you know what I'm saying, and fighting creatures and bosses and things like that. Now, essentially, there's like 8 parts in Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, which have sections ranging between 2 to 12 sections. And essentially, this is, of course, a long game, being a Final Fantasy game and all that. And one of the reasons why that is, besides the main quest, is all the side quests that you will do. Like there's 21 side quests, 8 secret espers, 32 hunts, and 13 elite hunts. So you will have a lot to do. So it's like you're going to have clocked in, I would say, at least 100 hours easy in this game before you even beat it. You know what I'm saying? And there's the weapons that you can use. You can use different weapons like swords, maces, axes, spears, guns, different stuff like that. Now, the type of weapons you hand out depends on the type of weapons that your playable character typically uses, so it wouldn't make sense to give one of them a spear when they are known to use a gun and everything. And each weapon has its own like stats and price points and different locations where you can find them and all that and everything. So I would still say make use of the weapons when you give them to different characters and stuff. And pretty much you do also have different like armor that you can have your characters wear, you know what I'm saying? And it could be like hats and body armor and stuff like that. You know, essentially, you can go to different shops to where you can buy different armor, weapons, magic items, and different things like that. And of course, the price is going to vary based on which shop you go to and stuff like that. And make sure, of course, you got enough money and everything. Now, with the magic, there's like around 5 categories. You got black magic, white magic, time magic, green, and arcane magic. You know, and there's a good list under each of these categories in terms of magic you can use, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you have to know which ones work against which, like different enemies, regardless they're a regular enemy or a boss and everything. And speaking of bosses, you gotta know like their weaknesses, you know what I'm saying? And their weaknesses and stuff are gonna vary much like their basic attacks and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure that, of course, you get, when facing off against a boss, that you utilize their skills and weapons and magic and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, the time trial, which is pretty much where you fight different enemies from the main story in one go. You know what I'm saying? If you like die, of course, you get pretty much a game over. I guess you got to start at the beginning of the time trials if you go back in that thing, you know what I'm saying? Now, the graphics and design are pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Has some pretty good color palettes to it, you know what I'm saying? And you could, it would be safe to say that the graphics are pretty much a big upgrade compared to the original Final Fantasy XII and stuff. Now with the controls and gameplay, they're pretty good overall, but it seems like, to me anyway, when you try to go and hit the enemies with like the weapons, whether it's like a spear or a sword or something like that, it seems unresponsive to me. Now, I will say that my opinion in this area will most likely change the more I play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. So I'm pretty open to changing my opinion on that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say that the soundtrack is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's what you would expect in a Final Fantasy game. You know what I'm saying? In terms of having that orchestra feel to it, you know what I'm saying? That sound is pretty good in my opinion. Now, I would say that Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age, is a pretty good game in and of itself, even though I didn't like play it, the original game on the PlayStation 2, you know what I'm saying? And I would recommend this game to anybody who is a fan of the Final Fantasy series and everything, and anybody who likes RPGs in general and stuff like that. You know, far as a score, I definitely give it a 9 out of 10, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it's going to be, I would recommend it to people who prefer like Xbox or PlayStation or Nintendo Switch and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, you can talk about what you like about Final Fantasy XII in the comment section. You can sound off about that, you know what I'm saying? And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 9 signing off.